Hi, okay, so I wanted to do this quick review before Bates Motel has its second episode tonight. I just wanted to say a few things about it. First of all, I was very excited to see this preview for this show because I am a Psycho fan, and I thought that was really cool that they were doing this and that we got the backstory of Norman Bates. And so, I was excited. And I sat down to watch it. I think it was like the day after because I couldn't watch it and it was on demand. And the first thing I noticed that actually really annoyed me was the fact that there was a huge juxtaposition. The people were wearing 1950s, 60-ish clothing and kind of hairstyles, and the whole atmosphere was kind of that 50s, 60s atmosphere, and yet they had iPhones, and that bothered me. So you knew it was in modern times, but yet it looked like that. Maybe some people liked that, but to me it really kind of set me off in a weird way, and I didn't really care for it. So that's one X against it. Another thing that really bothered me was the fact that okay, Norman is an awkward kid, obviously, and he doesn't dress like, he dresses like, just, I don't know what you say, kind of just normal, but kind of a nice, preppy, kind of geeky a little bit, and which there's nothing wrong with that. But as far as the way things are in junior high and high school, where kids get mocked for the way they dress and things like that, it was very unrealistic to me that he's sitting here at the bus stop and all these girls are flocking to him. And I know in the movies the women kind of like Norman, when he's older, but in this particular show it was very unrealistic that all these high school kids were very nice to him and just very accepting of him, and just like, hey, yeah, you want to hang out, oh, you're the new kid, and putting their picture and phone number in his iPhone and all this. And it just seemed really unrealistic to me, for the fact that high school is not like that at all. Nobody comes up to you and is like, oh, hey, you want to be friends, you want to hang out. You don't make friends that fast, and some of us don't make friends at all. But anyway, and still with the whole high school age teenagers, that made no sense, the whole teenager thing, they're really annoying teenagers that they have in this story. And I just wonder why. Okay, I know I wasn't a normal teenager, but why in TVs and movies do they always have to portray teenagers the same way, as wild and drunk and high? Because not all teenagers are like that. So, that really annoyed me. What else is there? Well, Freddie Highmore is doing an excellent job, though. I'll give him that as being Norman. So, thumbs up on that. He is they chose a good actor, he's very awkward and kind of like a nice kid, but on the edge of he could lose it at any moment type of thing, because his mom is nuts, and I can really understand why he wanted to kill her. So let's see, it was nice to see Nestor Carbonell, aka Richard Alpert from Lost, so that was cool. It made me laugh a lot when he came out and said, you just gotta jiggle it a little bit. That was awesome. And generally they did a good job of making everyone act creepy in the town. Like, too nice yet creepy at the same time, and I thought that was kind kind of good in a way, you know, kind of curious. I like that part of it. Okay, so now we get to the meat of what's bothering me about the first episode of Bates Motel. And there are several people who I will say that agree with me on Get Glue, and a lot of people are like, what? Okay, maybe I don't get out much, don't watch like a major amount of non-network TV, but from what I have seen of it, I have not seen anything this graphic when it comes to a rape scene. Most of the time it's kind of an innuendo, or, you know, you really assume that somebody got raped, but this, wow, this was something else. So, yeah, it was pretty graphic, I'd say, and it was over kind of fast, but still, and the fact that bugs me more than that is the fact that Norman's mom, she act like she was fine. First of all, she apologizes to her son for the guy raping her, which I thought was kind of weird. I'm sorry you raped me. Like it was just some nonchalant thing. And then she acts like she's fine, like it happens to her every day. Maybe it does, who knows, I don't know. But she's just so flippin' nonchalant about it. She's just like, oh, well, okay, well, let's just go, like, take this body and, put it away. And I know people go on adrenaline rushes, but she wasn't even really on an adrenaline rush. She was just weird. I mean, I know she's supposed to be strange, and there's just like something missing there. It's just there was something not right thing with her just being that okay and not traumatized one bit. And I think that's kind of an insult if you want to get serious about it to people that, you know, have been raped, and it just really bothered me because of that. And let's see, I think I have one more thing to say about it, and it's that I'm not sure, you know, yet. After I'm gonna give it one more go for the second episode. I'm not sure if I'm gonna hold on, but I'm gonna hold on for the second episode and see how I feel about it. But I think a lot of people were surprised that it's a lot darker than expected. I've heard a lot of people say that. I expected it to be dark because it's Psycho, but at the same time, it's like not just, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like it's just dark, it's just odd. That's not even the word either. It's just, there's just something about it, like, it's kind of like pushing the limits. When you see certain shows, it's like they got a good idea, but yet it's not well thought out. So there's these really weird things happening where they just don't seem right, and you don't know whether that's part of the storyline, that it's supposed to be that way, or they just, the writers were just like on something and were like missing out on common sense. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with it or not. The previews I've seen, you know, afterwards, I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit about a few things, but it might be good. It might be better than I think, so I'll give it a go on the second time around. And the scene where Norman and his mom are in the boat, it's weird because it's like a tender, creepy moment between mother and son with a dead body as company, so I thought that was kind of weird too. But I just wanted to read a couple of comments from people on Get Glue. I'm not going to say names, but if you ever watch this and know, I give you credit. So one person said this show would be so much more interesting if they kept it relevant to the timeline of the original Psycho and set it in the early 50s instead of setting it in modern times with iPhones and nightclubs and stupid teenage girls. Agreed. Although it wasn't a nightclub, it was just a party at someone's house. And then another person said, I hope they take the body far, far away. It's wrapped in a motel comforter, which I thought was a really funny comment because if you haven't watched it, Norman's mom is all freaked out and concerned that the police were going to find out that a body was, that someone was killed at that motel, and because there were blood stains on the carpet, she wanted to rip up the carpet and rip the carpet up in all rooms so that there wouldn't be anything looking different, and there would be nothing to suspect. And she didn't think about that when she wrapped the body in a hotel comforter. Lame. Anyway, so that's my short review on Bates Motel. I'll give it another go and probably do another review and let you know if I decide to stick with it. Thanks for watching.